It's Mike and Molson here on News Talk 94.7 and 970 WMAY. Tonight on NBC, you're going to get a chance to kind of see how it all began. You know the Liam Neeson movie Taken, but how did this guy get to be have his special set of skills? I
Yes.
guess is the question. And part of the answer is on the phone with Jennifer Beals. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is great to have you on, and what a incredibly dramatic, exciting action role for you.
Yeah, it's been so much fun. I mean, my character isn't in the midst of the action that often because she's really sending her team out to do all the action, but every now and again I'm in a car flipping over or something goes on fire or somebody gets shot. And
how fun for you.
Yeah.
Well, and tell us a little bit about this show, because it is kind of the prequel of the movies that we've come to know with Liam Neeson. So do you guys feel any pressure to live up to those standards of what the movie has already set?
Well, I mean, I personally don't feel it because my character isn't in the film.
Right.
This is a new character. I play Christina Hart, and she oversees an elite team of secret government operatives who basically deal with America's national security emergencies. So this is a new character, and she takes Brian Mills, the character from the films, under her wing, and is introducing him to the wealth of culture, the power in that office, and field experience to help mold him into what she needs him to be for her own purposes. And so he joins her group for selfish reasons because he wants to revenge the death of his sister, and she recruits him for selfish reasons. But little by little over the course of the series, they start to learn each other's secrets, and their relationship changes. And one of the bigger secrets that Christina Hart has, in fact, probably her biggest secret, gets revealed in tonight's episode.
So where about on the timeline are we, this show versus where the movies pick up?
Well, you know that Brian Mills is a Green Beret,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just finished his service, and he goes home to visit his family, and he's with his sister on a train, and his sister is murdered.
Gotcha.
And so his goal is to figure out who murdered his sister and why, and it's actually connected to his work as a Green Beret, and so now he's found this outlet with the Office of the Director of National Intelligence to try to track the person who killed his sister.
We are talking with the lovely Jennifer Beals, who stars tonight in Taken on NBC. Is it okay to say that, the lovely Jennifer Beals? I guess I could say worse, but I...
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I wasn't
Feel
sure.
free.
I felt
You should say the Yale graduate, Jennifer Beals. I don't think people know that about you. And when I was reading the bio, I mean, obviously everyone knows Flashdance. I didn't realize you make that movie while you're still in college, then you go back to school. What was that like? Because men are idiots. So how did you even make it through with guys probably talking to you all the time about that movie?
They didn't at all. I mean,
really?
You're at college and everybody's hard at work on their own projects. Nobody was like that at all.
Oh, wow. Cool. Look at Yale. They are better than us.
Yeah, no kidding.
No. I think they're just really too busy.
Yeah.
And you took some. There was you had a big hit, and then you took some time to yourself, and then came back into life. And what is it like, kind of returning back into, I guess, civilian world, and then going back into stardom?
Well, I always just kept working, and sometimes projects were very visible, and sometimes they weren't. But I worked on a show called The L Word for many years, and that was really interesting. And I did Chicago Code with Sean Ryan and Jason Clarke, and that was a really interesting adventure. And Devil in a Blue Dress and Book of Eli and lots of films. And I have a film out now called Before I Fall with Zoe Deutsch, which is a really terrific project that's based on a Lauren Oliver book. And I just finished another project for Amazon called The Last Tycoon, where I play Margot Taft, a big movie star in the 30s.
Cool.
So there's always something going on.
Back to the L Word quickly. When you got that role, did you feel pressure being a heterosexual person playing that role with that community and everything going on?
It's funny, I didn't. And I think, that's partially because times were different then.
Yeah.
But I did feel like I wanted to be able to be helpful. I wanted to be helpful to those, young women who maybe not, they might not have access to a community, where they could see themselves reflected back to themselves. And so in that way, I wanted to be helpful to those women so that they could have, kind of a community, even albeit on television.
What a great way to approach that. The show is called Taken. It looks fantastic. Yes. It comes on tonight on NBC, and it looks like it's going to be a great show and a great lead up to the movies that we know. Congratulations on this.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of action, and all the action is driven from character, and so it makes it all that much more exciting.
Thanks for visiting with us so early in the morning.
Yes,
we appreciate
it.
My pleasure.